Now St Helens, they've got Wellens at full-back, Gardner, Lyon, Talau and Melly, the three-quarter line. It's Leon Price and Sean Long will captain the side in the absence of the suspended Paul Sculthorpe. Anderson, Cunningham, Kalis, Gilmore, Vinnie Anderson comes into the side, and Jason Hooper is the loose forward. And the bench is occupied by John Wilkin, James Roby, Mike Bennett, Mauri Farsavalu, and the coach is Daniel Anderson. Tackle number 3, this set of 6. Warrington find themselves over the halfway line, and John Clark will attack them down that right-hand side. Good tackling though by Willie Talau, Martin Gleeson. Back he comes to Lee Breers, and Breers with a kick. Oh, and Hooper came in very late.
Oh, they're into it, they're swinging.
Breers did not like that attention. He was, well, was he committed, was he late?
Well, he was committed, but he should not have reacted like that, Lee Breers.
Right, it warms everything up, Steve-O.
Well, I know it warms everything up, but I think that Hooper was committed. You can't just take the law into your own hands, and that's what Lee Breers did. That's just silly play.
And this now is Kieran Cunningham. Showed it to Vinnie Anderson, showed it to Sean Long. The ball goes back to Paul Wellens. And Wellens is halted 10 metres inside the Warrington half of the field. Cunningham again goes wide and finds Gilmore. Oh, great run here from Willie Talau. And couldn't get the pass away. But that's tackle number 4. That's Francis Melly. Here now Leon Price finds Sean Long, and Long up the middle, hauled down on the last, just 12 metres away. Cunningham to Leon Price, kick to the corner, it's high, it's hanging, and it's knocked back, it's stabbed forward, and the referee says it's a knock-on by St Helens. It's the turnover. Finished top of the pile in 2005, the Saints, for the 3rd time in 10 years, but they failed to make it to Old Trafford. And that is spur enough to them to go one better this year at least. And here is Leon Price, the glamour signing of the winter, really. Brought from Bradford, where he won the grand final last year. Cunningham to Long, and Long then finds Hooper.
Interesting to see how St Helens using the tactics, even though it's tricky conditions out there. They are keeping the ball going, supporting, and they are pushing it out wide into the centres.
Pushing it to the left, because that's where Lee Breers predominantly stands when defending for Warrington.
This is Long, he's straightened it up the middle, and he's hauled down 10 metres short on the last again, and Cunningham is there, and Cunningham will give it to Leon Price, and here's another tester out wide for Henry Farfili, and Henry Farfili claims it perfectly.
Initially, we're bound to be looking at the 2 standoffs, 2 man of the match performances last weekend. Lee Breers has been praised to the skies, and rightly so. We've already seen how keen the Saints are to get into his face. Leon Price, a subtly different case to Daniel Anderson, trying to damp down expectations a little bit this week. Saints are 3 important forwards missing. Could be some opportunities in that area for Warrington. Great performances in the pack from John Clark, Michael Wainwright, Paul Wood last week. Warrington need them, like Lee Breers, to perform to that level consistently.
Dave Hadfield, and on behalf of the British press, Dave will be announcing the winner of the Gillette Sports Pack again tonight. We've had 9 minutes of the match. It's 0-0 here, but St Helens with the last tackle. It's going to be another high hanging kick from Sean Long and Richie Barnett. Oh, Jamie Lyons picked it up, flicks it over the top to Cunningham. A great try from St Helens, and Richie Barnett was not convinced about that at all.
What a kick from Long. Sensational take by Lyon, and then an offload. Look at that. Talk about composure, but also the support from the hooker. Like all hookers, they should go down the middle. Lyon took it. Great composure. TRY.
We're watching the two of the sides who moved up the table the most last year. Warrington from 8th to 4th, and St Helens, they moved from 5th to top. So they were among the big improvers of 2005. This is Cunningham. Cunningham, one-handed, gives it to Long. Long bouncing on the balls of his feet, finds Vinnie Anderson. Back it goes to Lee Gilmore. And Gilmore with a little half break. And he's away from another would-be tackler. That's Breers, but that's better from Breers.
But look at the advantage that they've gained, Saints. On the last tackle, they're virtually in the attacking zone.
Crossfield kick, claimed by Gardner, and tackled by Chris Bridge.
That'll be the turnover.
And Michael Sullivan, I notice, has come on for Warrington as Melly makes the break. Oh, it's through Brent Gross. He got the pass away, and they step out of the challenge. It's Willie Tallau. They won't stop Willie Tallau, who's being pointed towards the sticks. And Willie Tallau touches down for St Helens. A try that came from absolutely nothing. They have sprung back with a try from the New Zealand international, Willie Tallau.
Well, they tested their arm, didn't they? And Melly did extremely well. Not the best attempted tackle. Back on the inside. Brent Gross should have committed himself a little bit later. It was always going to be try time when this fella got the football. Got to take your hat off to this St Helens side. Stepping time was superb. He just knocked him off his motion. Brent Gross did enough to do that, but Melly had the wherewithal to offload to Tallau.
Pasavalu will get to his feet, and he'll play the ball to Roby, who will find Anderson. Back to Roby. Quick hands here from Saints. It's long. Oh, great stuff. This is Price. Price then back on the inside, and Warrington, well, they get the ball back.
Well, he just threw it over his head, and it was a gift for Breers in the end.
Play on! Well, there are one or two Warrington players who are not up to the plate tonight like they were last week, but remember, Warrington conceded 14 points to Hull and mounted the fight back. Forward pass, and Warrington breathe a huge sigh of relief. Here's Breers again, and a dab kick looking for them. Oh, right mess!
He's passed it back.
Brent Gross gave the ball back to St Helens.
Cannot believe that.
Jason Hooper accepts the gift.
Well, they made a right meal of it.
There's the half-time siren, and Warrington could easily have posted a try here. Oh, Brent Gross. Important tackle made. Here is Breers. Golden opportunity. It's wide to Farfili. It's a try. It's Farfili's onside, and the referee checks with the touch judges, and he gets a try. Gleeson and Hilton and Cunningham up the middle. So difficult to stop. Great offload, Vinnie Anderson. Here's Leon Price. Price comes back in the middle. Still going, Leon Price. That's tackle number 4. You can't imagine the stamina that is being sapped from the Warrington defenders here by this St Helens attack. And it's now with Anderson and Lyon and quick hands, and they're in. They're in on the far side with Gardner. And all the pressure has told. And Gardner over in the corner for the St Helens try.
Wonderful build-up, took him into a position where they got the link working, Anderson, and then the offload from who else? Jamie Lyon. Wonderful team effort. The hard work and the combination of one of the finest centres going around in the world today, Jamie Lyon.
And Cunningham and Kalis. Oh, what an offload to Cunningham. Here's Roby. Here is Roby still. There are some tired bodies out there for Warrington, and there's still 20 minutes to go. It's Cunningham. Now it's Long. And that, was Hooper who went without it.
Had a little bit of a red cross on that one, I'm afraid. Has to come off the boot.
Breers again. Kick behind Vinnie Anderson. He copes with it though, Anderson.
We've got so many intelligent players at St Helens. Touch judge is on here now for something.
Young touch judge on this near side. He's seen something.
Wait time's on the kicker.
Wow, has he left school, this kid?
10 minutes.
I think Jason Hooper's on his way to the sin bin. Late challenge on the kicker. I think the touch judge said.
Well, I think it's committed.
It's on report anyway. It's a penalty to Warrington. They're running it. And this is Paul Noon. Against the 12 men of St Helens. Clark, Breers. And Breers to Wainwright. And Warrington are in.
Great try. It's obvious all they've done is one out for this position.
This is Cunningham. Gives it to Long. Great run from Long, but he's the man in possession, and he will play the ball on this tackle. Cunningham will take it further forward. Gives it to Leon Price. And,
he's lost it.
He's lost the ball over the line. Clark. Sullivan. Toa Koilov. They wanted it played in field. The pass never came. Here's Sullivan again. Kick up high and wide, and a shocker. An absolute shocker. So 4 minutes to go, they're on the last tackle, and Long, well, Tony Smith must have read Daniel Anderson's match plan, but I'll tell you what, that was a fantastic kick, but that should be a penalty.
Sure,
That should be a penalty against Francis Melly.
I can't believe they've got away with it.
Wainwright, St Helens.
Well, Ian Smith has had a fine game refereeing tonight, and he really has made an error there. Take nothing away from the kick into the corner, they were good tactics. And getting back to your inquiries about Tony Smith, read the plan, that's why he's a coach, Eddie. He'll have spent many hours looking at the St Helens side on video.
Well, Michael Sullivan was hunting the St Helens full-back Paul Wellens then. Just overran the tackle. Here is Mike Bennett.
Well, they'll try to drive in a good position, and they will go for the 1 point.
This is Cunningham.
Great work.
Less than 3 minutes to go.
Great work by Cunningham.
3 tackles remaining. Vinnie Anderson, Wilkin, they're in range now. Will they go early? Long is there.
They'll go for another run.
Will they go at this? It's Anderson. Oh, penalty. And I think Saints will take the 2 and say thanks, we'll have the victory.
Without a doubt. Unbelievable.
What a great competition this is. What a great kicker, what a great player, what a victory for St Helens here. They've won the match now. There can be no comeback for Warrington. Mind you, we were saying this last year at this stage, and they won the League Leaders Shield, and then they fell off the perch. Fasavalou.
And also, Eddie, it's great for the Super League itself, in as much that, you know, you can't pinpoint who's going to be at the bottom and who's going to be in the middle, who's going to take the top. I know we keep saying it year in, year out, this is going to be better than all of them.
It is, it's a fantastic night for St Helens and Daniel Anderson here. They've won by 18 points to 10.